Okay, so Liverpool play Chelsea in the UEFA Super Cup this Wednesday, 14th of August. Kickoff is 8 p.m. UK time, and if you want to watch the match live, it's on BT Sport 2. Like I say, kickoff 8 o'clock. I think the coverage starts at 7 o'clock on BT Sport 2. We're going to have a quick look at potential lineup for Liverpool, preview the match, and also give a predicted score, and also have a look at the betting odds and see what the bookmakers expect from the result. Now, if you want to keep up to date with videos like this on Liverpool and all the other top Premier League clubs, both Premier League matches and through their European campaigns through the season, we also do transfer news videos, player profiles, player analysis and match analysis. Click the red subscribe button below and press the bell notification button, and you'll be kept up to date of all videos as they come out. Now on to Wednesday night's match. Liverpool obviously are there beating Tottenham 2-0 in the Champions League final, and Chelsea beat Arsenal in the 4-1 in the Europa League final. So that's how both teams got there. The match is being held in Turkey. It's at the Vodaphone Park, Istanbul. It's where Besiktas play, and I think probably Jurgen Klopp doesn't really want to be getting on a plane again at this stage of the season, but same for both teams. They're both obviously flying out to Turkey for the game. Now let's have a look at Chelsea first. They obviously started the season one game in with a 4-0 loss to Man U. The game wasn't quite as the scoreline suggests. Chelsea had 54% possession, 18 shots, 7 on target. They passed it pretty well, 85%. But they defended naively and didn't put the ball in the net. And I think that's going to be their biggest problem. I mean, if you take last year in the Premier League, Chelsea scored 25 less goals than Liverpool, and they've sold Eden Hazard to Real Madrid, 88 million or whatever the price was, and they lose around about, I think it was 16 goals for him. So as they currently stand, their top scorer in the Premier League last year was Pedro with 8 goals in 31 appearances. You've got Giroud, who's only scored 2 goals last year in 27. And you've also got Tammy Abrahams, who was out on loan to Aston Villa. And he's a great young player. He's a big, tall lad. He's pacey. He's got good skill. He can unleash a shot. But he isn't the sort of player that in his first season in the Premiership is going to lead the line, I don't think, and get you 20-25 goals. So I think their biggest problem is going to be goals this year. I think the defence, that they'll work that out and tighten that up. But I think scoring goals is going to be their problem, and that's going to be the problem against Liverpool, I think. Now, Christian Pulisic, they've got great hopes on him, but you know he's a winger. Played in the Bundesliga the last couple of seasons. He's only 20 years old. He came on a sub against Man United, but he's not going to provide you 20-25 goals a season. I mean, his stats last year were 30 appearances, 7 goals, 6 assists, and the year before, in the 17-18 season, 42 appearances, 5 goals, 7 assists. Now, it's a big jump up from the Bundesliga to the Premier League, so I think if Chelsea are holding out for him to provide all the goals that Eden Hazard has, I don't think it's going to happen certainly in his first season. Maybe a year or two down the line when he's developed, then maybe. So that's Chelsea. Liverpool obviously had a terrific start Friday night against Norwich. Got off to a flyer, 4 goals in the first half. Norwich grabbed one back in the second half, but basically Liverpool were too strong for them. Mo Salah looked on fire again. Firmino looked good. We even saw a little bit of Sadio Mane towards the end, and that. So, you know, potentially the only problem Liverpool have got from that game really, or big problem, was Alisson, who picked up the calf injury, and he's obviously not playing Wednesday with Adrian coming in. So we'll take a look at what I think will be the predicted lineup for Liverpool. This is what I think he'll start with, and there'll be a couple of positions that you'll probably say, well, I don't agree with that. But obviously in goal, it's going to be Adrian. Left back, I think, and no doubt I would play Robertson at left back. In the centre, I would play Van Dijk. And I would also give Matip a run out. I think he's been unfortunate not to start last week. Nothing against Gomez, but I think Matip was just a little bit sharper. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, I think he still needs to get back to where he was last year. So I would start him. In the midfield, I'd have Fabinho in the middle. I'd put Milner in on the left-hand side. I would give Milner a run out, and I would have Henderson playing on the right. And then up front, Salah, Firmino in the middle, and I would stick with Origi to start with a view to bringing Sadio Mane on partway through the match, and rather than launch him at the beginning, just ease him back into the season. Obviously, he hasn't had the same pre-season that the other guys had. So there's my starting 11. Adrian, Robertson, Van Dijk, Matip, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Henderson, Fabinho, Milner, and then Salah, Firmino, Origi up front, and I would expect to see Sadio Mane coming in. In terms of the betting companies, I think they're predicting really a Liverpool win. If you scan the betting odds, I think it very basically boils down to Liverpool have got about a 59-60% chance of winning. They're only giving Chelsea a sort of 16-17% chance of winning, and a draw 24%. Now the bookmakers, don't often get it wrong, and everything's pointing that way. I think Liverpool will score goals. I think Chelsea will struggle to contain that front line, and I think Chelsea will struggle to score goals, although I don't feel that Liverpool's defence is quite organised as it was at the back end of last season, but that will come. So I'm going to stick my neck on the line for a score prediction, and I'm going to predict a Liverpool win. I'm going to predict a 3-1 win. I think that they'll score 3 goals. Like I say, those front three, Salah, Firmino, Origi, I think they'll be too strong for Chelsea. In terms of defensively, I expect Chelsea to grab a goal, but I don't expect they'll trouble Liverpool too much. So my predicted score is 3-1, and we'll wait and see what happens, see if I'm proved right or wrong. Like I say, the match is on BT Sport, 8 o'clock Wednesday night, 8 o'clock UK time. I think the programme starts at 7 p.m. I think we're on for a great match. It's nice to see 2 British teams in there. Hope you enjoy the match, and thank you once again for watching. If you like the videos, please do subscribe below and like the channel. Appreciate any support you give. Thanks for watching.